Holy crap, Cherryville is a hard climb. It is up there with Coach House and Woodlands. It's not quite as long, but it has a slightly higher average gradient, and just the way it delivers it is so brutal. There's multiple points on this road where the gradient hits 20%. It's so consistently hard. And the first bit of 20% comes within 200 meters straight away. And it stays over 15% for the next couple of hundred meters. At which point it goes up to 20% again. Hooray! It's kind of hard to communicate just how difficult this climb is. You just have to try it yourself. It is so hard. It's also kind of hard to communicate just how pretty it is. You're in pain for this whole time, but you can't help but enjoy the beautiful surroundings. So, take a look. Once you've gone through this corner, there is a very small recovery gradient, but don't believe the chart down there. It's not 5%. It's still up around 10. And for this middle section of the climb, that's pretty much where it stays. About 10% up to around 15%. It's really consistent. But just to break up the monotony, here comes another 15 to 20% pitch. I can't quite decide whether this is harder than Coach House and Woodlands. I think Coach House and Woodlands, just because it's longer and has that horrible finish to it, is probably harder, but every time I go out and climb this, I just think, surely this is the hardest climb around. Oh, and this bit here is so demoralizing when you get to it. After everything you've just been through, this is the last kick. As you can see from the way the camera is pitching around, I was totally cooked coming up this climb. And for good reason. As you can see, we're back over 20%. The hardest is saved for last. And once you've gotten through that, it does drop down back around 10% again, but you are completely knackered, so it still hurts. It's not until about here that the gradient properly drops below 10% and becomes manageable. And look at that! You're almost back at Montacute Road again, which means it's all over! Yay! Good job, buddy! As always, thank you for joining me on one of Adelaide's hardest climbs. Don't forget to subscribe for everything cycling in Adelaide. Because goddammit, I've earned it.